Trust me, it'd be much easier just to give you a new one. I'm Dr. Joel Feeman, and at this point you've probably realized that I'm pretty serious about helping people to empower them with truth and knowledge so they know exactly what to do to reach the most amazing level of health possible. You see, most people realize that their health is their own responsibility. There's no one else who can choose how healthy they want to be, unless it's the case of perhaps a parent in the relationship with a child, where as a parent we're called to care for our children, to desire the best for them and to guide them with our best level of understanding to help them have a bright, healthy future. At least that's the way it should be. But when it comes to adults, we each have to choose how healthy we desire to be and then set forth the efforts to be able to fulfill that desire. You see, the word doctor means teacher. And so my job is to not only empower you with truth and knowledge, but more than that is to bend your brain to get you to perhaps think a little bit differently than what you were before we began this relationship. You see, one of the most important things at this point is to basically clear all the confusion, to remove the clutter so we have a different level of understanding when it comes to health, how the body functions, and what it takes to get the body healing at its absolute best. So today I want to talk with you more about how to achieve and sustain the health of your dreams. But to do so, we have to continue to remove some of those false beliefs regarding your health and the potential you have inside of you to be the full expression of life the way you're created. You see, most doctors and patients claim to understand health, right? The fact is, however, despite our overall level of confidence regarding our understanding of health, one has to question, does our understanding of health even make sense? This is especially true when we begin to realize that there are more hospitals and doctors and nurses and pharmacies and people taking medications. But along with that, there are also people who are suffering more. People who are depressed and they fatigue all the time and they just have no energy to do the things that they desire and love to do. They're in pain and they're suffering needlessly for that matter. And there's more heart disease and cancer, diseases like diabetes and so on and so forth. Look around. How many people do you know of who are working a job, doing something they absolutely hate for health insurance or health benefits? When in all reality, although it may be a philosophical understanding, health insurance has nothing at all to do with health. It has to do with crisis. In other words, work your tail off, do something perhaps that you hate to do, spend lots and lots of money on something that has nothing to do with you living a quality of life. In other words, while you sacrifice for these benefits, if you will, oftentimes your health is collapsing. Now, I understand that you've probably already seen this with your own eyes, the continued decrease in our country's health and well-being. But what we have to realize is that there's a reason for this. You see, although we all have this innate desire to be well and to be healthy, to have a life void of any type of pain, sickness, or symptoms, the right approach to accomplishing this is what's in question. You see, too often we're led to believe that good health essentially comes from a life of drugs and surgeries. Sometimes we're even recommended to take these medications for the rest of our lives, sometimes decades. Let's face it, it's widely accepted that if we feel good, then we are good. Listen, healing is a process that takes time. And although we've previously talked about that, that's one concept that we need to get etched into our thinking in order to really truly achieve the most amazing level of health possible. One of the biggest challenges for many people is to truly grasp that understanding that the body does take time to heal. Think for a moment about the word healing itself. Now, to dissect the word healing just a little bit, where you have heal in one hand with the ing on the other, just like any word that has the ing at the end, it means that it's a process. It means it's ongoing, and that process, just like any process, requires time. But once that process is complete, it then gets switched from an ing to an ed, meaning it's a done deal, past tense, no longer an issue. The key here is to understand that all processes require time. And look, I know that in our modern days of technology, we've become a very impatient people. We don't want to let our crops take the natural time to be able to grow. We want to speed it up. We want more crop. We want bigger crops. We want our livestock the same way. We want everything with lightning speed. We want our internet to be fast. We want our cars to be fast. We want our banking to be fast. We want everything to be as quickly as possible, and I totally get that. I love efficiency, but in the same sense, living in the natural world that we do, the way God created us, healing does take time. And frankly, that's one of God's natural laws. There is good news though, where you can perhaps speed up that process of healing by giving your body what it needs to heal. while also likewise avoiding the things that would slow down that natural process. So how do you get your body healing faster? Allow me to give you a couple of things to speed up that God-given health and healing potential that you have innately inside of you. First off, keep your spine and nervous system free of interference with your chiropractic care. Drink plenty of water. Eat natural and healthy foods. Get plenty of rest. Exercise and do deep breathing. Stop smoking and cut out alcohol. Eat clean and healthy proteins. Avoid sugar and think healthy thoughts and speak life-giving words. Now, these are just a few of the many things that you can do to speed up the natural process of healing. But like I mentioned before, it's also important to remove any of the obstacles and interferences, toxicities if you will, that hinder the body's natural process. As you continue to learn more about how to maximize your God-given health and healing potential, make sure not only do you apply these things for yourself, but help the people that you care about and love the most in your life. Tell them about the benefits of chiropractic care and the importance of having a healthy spine and nervous system. Make sure you encourage them to get checked out so they too can live a vibrant life. Always remember that your body was created to heal and be well. You were created with this incredible potential to live a long, healthy, and vibrant life. Although your body has a hierarchy of healing where it knows exactly what to do, when to do, where to do, and how to do, you can trust and be assured that the way you're created, your body is working and fighting, warring, in fact, on behalf of your life, that you may not just survive, but you can also thrive in this world that we live. Keep in mind that your health is your responsibility. Once again, only you can determine how healthy you want to be and then set the action steps and the efforts to make that happen. Again, I'm Dr. Joel Feeman, here to empower you with truth and knowledge, so you know with a crystal clear understanding of what it takes to not only achieve, but sustain a great level of health and healing for you and the people you love and care about the most. Until next time, God bless.